It's you better say. But and I have some few moments, about 10 minutes, to appreciate some people, not to appreciate them, but just to congratulate them. One of them has to do with Enra, the Obana ye confirm no Paulina Akabila Iwo Asamankese. Enra, the regional minister, the regional women organizer, the regional chairman, and almost everybody, it take time, I appreciate it, and ko endorse sa mami way. Ma can who some their show. But Mameka just says Sasso is the backbone of all insecticide sprayer and what Ghana had na. Osa mo ho a unya papa bia Sasso insecticide spray. Ye ko form card so besesia.
Cha.
Onua Maakye fabewo so. Nyumekwa aso yasin. Sasso insecticide spray and coil.
All right, it's Southern America no. NRI Eastern region, Lower West Achim, yes. NRI confirmation the Koso Hodomo Emma Paulina Kabila was named as the first female municipal chief executive officer. Edema, the Lower West Achim, Mwamwa Samankese. So to all the assembly members who endorse this very particular woman, I say, let me make a very big thank you to you all. Say, but to me, Abuano, the first female MC ever Lower West Achim. Now, another moment, I say yes, also I appreciate the regional minister, the regional women organizer, Sherry and Pim Osei, and the regional chairman, and you'll be beer for your immense contribution towards the course beer. According to Paulina Osei, history will forever be kind and grateful to you, all of you. Sebunya Adaje, more spending more time, more resources, everything to ensure say the assembly members will give him an overwhelming endorsement to becoming the municipal chief executive officer. Enra, he was an ordinary person called Paulina Akabila. This morning, your friend, his Excellency, let me put it as way, an honorable Paulina Akabila, all correct, sir. He holds the office and he represents His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our Lower West Achim. And Ghana Foyina Etawachi, please go and make those people who made you who you are, go and make them proud. Go and make them proud. And you see, at people are losing sight of. And the fact is that the party made who you are right now. The NDC party said, I can't be this one, I can't be my MC. But we are MC because NDC is in power. And I'm recognizing somebody like you. So NDC for about China, met to one I say. Hold them in the highest of esteem. Open your doors for everybody. Now, obia etimi enremu ohono na otimi ekanasem na hiasem anane how efa enchro. Eti Lower West Achim for congratulations to you all. Enrabo ya de ade ba kwa ye be fede se nananuma tsakunya. Ebaye ebeta Paulina Akabila echi. The regional minister by the regional police commander, Yera. Yera Bossman. Yes. Yera Bossman. I mean, also by and all the security couples and all the assembly members. Everyone else in the public could be to Lucy bonus. And of course, the member of parliament. Yes, member of parliament, MP. Yamishrao for Edward Oyeba Unia. Ketua Paulina Akabila. Edward Bibisa say na constituency organizer way Charles Nyame. Near say you heard that you know. But o tidy body a ehun susu ni bi nie. Eti mo ka Charles Nyame so obi ade the body a che no mbrefie. Na obi a eso pa na che obi okoko pa na che because obi anya the body e da onyo obi asusu mfa de nye hwe. Eti onko no onko so a now, Brame North parliamentary candidate Fred Fuseni. His Excellency George Rabadi Bahaba, with the greatest of humility and respect to you and the office you hold and carry. You're a chief of staff, you're a Julius Debra, you're a Callistus Mahama. And the bia wa bamu bia mo kabia wo bia. The sramo ya de kotodwagu form. Esramo say the NDC is not being fair to that young man. The NDC is not being fair to that young man, Fuseni, the Brame North parliamentary candidate in the just ended elections. You know why? Because of his political affiliation, he has suffered really a lot. But America, as a nipa yebodi as the municipal chief executive and a district chief executive, many sound that be me pacho. With all due respect to you, many sound no. But the person be trying to say nipa eya dia or say over to where you choose something, a position, or something more reasonable. To acknowledge the effort of people who sacrifice their resources, their energy, their time, and everything to bring the party to power. You cannot take Fuseni out of the whole equation. This was a man who was a constituency chairman. Parliamentary candidate. He sold his cars and properties to ensure his at the end of the day, the party will come to power. Yes, well, to be winning as a member of parliament, but the party is in power. And for you to appreciate him, I mean, this young man, for the contribution, the efforts, the resources, and everything. So now, MC Jumedi, I said the brain can be bad on the Yatimia Farmer. No, they are command deputy constituency secretary. That's fair enough. But I know, say His Excellency George Robadi Bahaba, you will have a lot of positions available. A bit me rewarding for Senibi. Please. Do not forget this young man because he has really paid a price for the NDC party. I will bring enough. That's all I can say. Now, everyone there, any the days ahead of us. There are so many things and one of them has to do with Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana for say your currency the Ghana Cedi and your currency is about 60 years old. It's you appreciate the effort of Bank of Ghana. Yeah, boy, something about Bank of Ghana because what me show your currency not said right? Okay. When the press releases, I hold what they are just to appreciate the effort and the fact that what me show your Ghana Cedi this one man never be dream pepper so be no problem. But I remember clearly, sir, Bank of Ghana in any other business do not conduct any other business. Somewhere around 2022, Ernest Addison, governor of the Bank of Ghana, edi Ghana for him eye nema hudo bebre including one adebakwa a bo Ghana edi Ghana ya and Ghanaians are suffering. Ghana for are paying prices upon prices. Amena sa Ghana do baby yedri ni currency do baby yedri a yes you for basubode e for mawo yes amemo baso but hey I just want to ask a very simple question. Added a car boy over 60 billion Ghana cedis a boy in 2022-2023. Nobody has said anything about it. And you have no if I saw Ben again and your free so said, yet to me come bomb over 60 billion Ghana cedis. Now you say, you the beer correct cars, you the beer way, you the beer way, and for haircuts near there. So we spend a whooping amount of over 60 billion Ghana cedis for nothing, and nobody is being accounted for anything, or being to be accounted for anything. Now, you see, you're more, you're some farmer wine. Now you're right, Ernest Addison, the former governor of the Bank of Ghana. And that's what I'm more. Abra, what to me a year, Juma, at me I'm making a loss of over 60 billion Ghana cedis. Oh, really? Does it mean, sir, we are Juma? Now, a kaba, not me explain, say, oh, wait. Asem way, na ento Ghana for someone. Na ye boka kra na so na. Ye ji tum say, eye se wa boka ji, ye fa de sa. Me person me nya a better understanding. It's also let's see George Romani Mahama. Me dem say Ernest Addison. Now the time we so say so retire as a governor of the Bank of Ghana. Meboa. Okay. So now the time we so here dear. And I didn't perform from Abeshebu dear. That what really happened? DT and now you free one as the governor of the Bank of Ghana. Because I say somewhere around 2022 under Nana Dodakwa Kufuado. Okoye Juma bi Ekoye haircut bi, ekoye nema bi, eboka over 60 billion Ghana cedis. Ama Ghana for and a deal with yaw. Now let me say this. I'm going to release about the bank. I'm say the Bank of Ghana releases the full 2022 year audited financial statements on 28th of July 2023. The financial statement reported that a total loss of 60 billion Ghana cedis, which has since become a matter of unfortunate politicization. A matter of unfortunate politicization. It is noteworthy that 53.1 billion Ghana cedis of those losses were direct as a result of government's domestic restructuring exercise. TDA, where from Yabeho, where a Bank of Ghana or what can someone release about the buy? And let me see the release. The Bank will release here. It was dated on 9th August 2023. Now, Onua Maakye say, Nana Dodakwa Kufuado buy is a guru. And it's a money or deal Ghana had munti. Onua Kasa a boka over 60 billion. Now out of that, 53 billion of those account is as a result of a buy any man your sam, any man your sama. Nana Dodakwa Kufuado nina buy the kind of Oriata. Eya wa Ghana had musaya. Na yesa miya di na fa sobia from the Ghana. And waka and a Bank of Ghana for boy ya. And now since you come. Ayenyo bia ba de ka hwehwe yenyo bia ba de konkodam yenyo bia ya chi obia ma ye bisa de say what really happened, come and account for whatever you did. It is a say obi ever be deep position bi obi di brebi na e kaba oh we say awesome near the life near man no call. No way. No. It is if the Bank of Ghana is admitting say a cabo boy here was as a result of the debt restructuring program. Then what are we waiting for as a country? The question is, what are we waiting for as a country? Yaboka, Yakoya Juma Yaboka, Yajaso Fasobia, it's in the year, today. When the boss Akano, I say it is important to put Bank of Ghana 2022 financial results into proper context with a clear statement of the problem that Ghana faced and the chronology of events in Ghana since 2019. It's Philip Ernest Anderson. Started so about that's one Ghana started say yeko haumu. Onua Maakye so no who say started yeko haumu. There was a clear mismatch between revenue inflows. Mutie statement ni ye. Mutie komoni ye. There was a clear statement. There was a clear mismatch between revenue inflows and expenditure finance in 2020 by exceptional reports from the IMF and the World Bank resources. And in addition to financing from the Bank of Ghana through the issuance of 10 billion COVID-19 bond. Now, two quick questions. The debt restructuring program, Bank of Ghana for say, and I'm sure I'm a book over 60 billion Ghana cedis. I move 53 billion as a result of the debt restructuring program. No, Sasikano, number two, bond 10 billion Ghana cedis are raising here as at now. He said, at if I saw buy in Ghana for your free so. According to your own words, you see you receive an issuance bond of 10 billion Ghana cedis from COVID-19. If I saw buy in Ghana for your free so as at this time. Kessel at the finance minister. Bank of Ghana say, if I saw buy and your free so. Can somebody account to the good people of Ghana about the way and manner we use our resources, especially our financial resources? Sika Ghana spending here, yes, abandon reckless spending. And it's a bunua, abandon here. 80 Ghana bomb eboka over 53 billion Ghana cedis as a result of debt restructuring program. That is not fault of the ordinary citizens or anybody, but I abandon say bonia. Oh yeah. I got just for Sobia. Near to once I say, oh wait there, if you dumti, you'll be a penny baby fa, Yaboka and so on. Near some raising an issuance of 10 billion bonds. 10 billion Ghana cedis bonds. Till now, nobody has any profits. Ghana just for Sobia. So 10 billion away. You see, there's a portion that I want to read for you. I said this means that the Bank of Ghana had to absorb a 50% haircut. See the haircut way. And that's how they said. And then when we had the Bank of Ghana, and a year, it's Ghana. And who's to Ghana you're facing right now? Sabaya kwa kodi ni sebunu na sabaya to me managing resources here na abaya to me putting in their mind to proper contest na ya say Bank of Ghana say absorb 50% of those esikana ne kana Ghana abono haircut no absorb 50% as what so ya wine so ya day yay na me tie Makoko di me some money. Makoko be business. And I'm a boka. Me boka. Now my friend be say, I think the media general, more absorbing 50% of a car mabono, na a car crano, and yeah, a car, they attributed or directly linked to the company called Media General. But I mean, I'm going to be said, I'm material management resources here. I'm going to work car. Now, Makobo Meka wia. No my from Media General pay for say, Makobo Meka be kwani mi say mu no Meka. But I can't wait there be kwa be so anye. But I know say me ye adwuma ma mu nti. And they more absorbing 50% of a Canada bodo. Does this really make sense? Nampa ni empa ni empa. Now buying also absorbing 50% of that set eka. Bank of Ghana absorbing that account for whatever reason best known to Bank of Ghana. This singular act led to a significant impairment loss of 32 billion Ghana cedis to the Bank of Ghana's account. Sananka when sadi ajini womwa. Naka wu Bank of Ghana on tomoko, on to jene, on to mamone, on to she. But what we are trasia boka because obisi wa boka nti swasa karo for good so and also dimrika dasa for whatever interest you have. Also boka over 32 billion Ghana cedis. Can you imagine it? Where in this world can this make sense? Obabremu and the Sunday we bet we sasema ebeto bi asum no aka say oh we dey tasum party ye da yenjin too. Why in this world? Elsewhere, where can this happen? Anywhere in the world. Now, yes, Bank of Ghana for account Ankasa because of a car and it's a munua by that it's Bank of Ghana for say a boka over 32 billion. Jakwa 32 billion free account to move. That's yeah, the kwako treasure ya hoka because abanda than it is munu. And they say a pair any means to rescue the previous government. Can this make sense in any country at all? If not Ghana. If I be on the side, we bet we are quite. Say, Ghana, like a South Sudan way, like a governor of the Bank of Ghana, Sudan when a couple that do what my baby. No, I bet no call scot free. Impairment of marketable instruments also accounted for another 16.1 billion, bringing the total impairment of Ghana's and the government holdings to 48.4 billion Ghana cedis. Yes, I said my pa na wo say. What are the one wakwaye wade? What's it teaching that child? Wabokati saka me for me go utri so na utri na me mom me komo harbe na me mom me so sa o how do for go bitri so. And it's one of the reasons why yes you know na ehon nya kono kete kra odwaman so. Yes you know to be shutu ya from 4.2 Ghana cedis to about 17 Ghana cedis somewhere around last year. All in the name of the fact say, na Bank of Ghana led by Ernest Addison, and the certain government led by Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, abo Ghana, abro, emene, ye tewo every free. Na ordinam ho, na obi aka hwenche no, na ordinam ho, obi atimi fra no, na ordinam ho, na obi atimi ya no hwe, because no the governor of the Bank of Ghana, it will aboka, so be it. Ghana for wo just like that. Just like that, wabo Ghana ka inti Ghana for ya hochire inti dey wabo ka today. Is that what you people want? Is that what Ghana for a pana? Ni asanya kukudro abetro statement ahodo just to indicate the fact say wabo ka na there oh no wa church na ni pardon na more scot free as the governor of the Bank of Ghana. Jesus Christ. elsewhere ewa ma wodo so trust me umfa wo ni totro saa. But as a Ghana, you say yedema yamanyosa because Bank of Ghana statement zakasa actually preference and because of politicization and ama baby yedru honomo. Now we have a catch say as experienced by the central banks globally, the prices and exchange rate movements led to a loss of 5.2 billion Ghana cedis, whilst impairment of cocoa board, ekwaje bosia cocoa board yenya cocoa de so faso bosia mu kokwaje ye 4.7 billion Ghana cedis. Me no ka say e de papa no akuafo e de mama no akuafo mo ye cocoa e no mo ho ba be kire won because aban ansua nyansa e na omode Ghana cocoa ekwakosi awowa agye ho sika di awie ba na cocoa ni ho nti ene se Ghana ni no ekwakwati ni cocoa no de ko ama cocoa board for kokoto a ifaso bia ni so because already edika je ho bosi di awie e na wo na wutua ho ka wo ho aban a ne ya ka ho asema na ye mfi ene ye de ye bo ho ka ene ye de ye bre ho ene ye de ye di ho susu asobone abai take some useless decisions bi wo hormo a na ye ka ne ye de ye amanyosabo ekrom anu say oh yenya ba ne sa meanwhile that particular thing has a great effect on us e bi de ye hu na kesi na cocoa board ade no kwa cocoa no kwa unya hu ni obete afi now project it now they no kwakosi awowa akwakwaje bosia over 4.7 billion Ghana cedis sika so ye hu ni ode ye they part of cocoa board higher Ghana ha. Trust me, no, from 1992 monka de ba ko pe a cocoa board for higher Ghana ha and to be benefiting the ordinary Ghanaian apart from some basic hotels. Their scholarship one of the man. You see, they've made cocoa board a very romantic area, a very romantic avenue. Wo cocoa ni ben pa na wo ba. What mean your scholarship ako school ako so yade da. Tell me one. I just need one vulnerable person no say truly or your cocoa farmer and the ba etimi nya scholarship akoko so yade cocoa board for taking care of the expenses. Na ye na kom ha no sa na ye say ye de ye cocoa na ye nya kranti ye wie no cocoa board for say yaboka ye construct cocoa rows and by that is the first John Dramani Mahama government. Here, listen to this. John Dramani Mahama that by for and that by first one no when they contract to cocoa contract some cocoa rows baby cocoa free baby ano or making sure say at the end of the day a kwan be papa e the ama was say the be ya say omo ti cocoa ni wi a na say e ba yet na den enya ekwa papa e the afa so abai we abai na twa no that is na that kwa kufu do abai eba ye obe cancel all the cocoa road contracts but I go here today. I say, Bank of Ghana for Akasa no musem to. I say, because of loan cocoa board for so kokwaje ya na ye 4.7 billion Ghana cedis. E no ka hu bi. E no mo so e ba be gu obutiri so ano so boka. E mo nya 60 billion US Ghana cedis losses. Na so e bisa say cocoa board. So 4.7 billion na mo kokwaje bosia no. Die na mo de ye o Ghana ha. If I saw buy again and in free so. If I saw buy and a queer in your free so. It's before class of cocoa no. Cocoa that when this kind of way. It's if I saw behind this one the mouth. And so that is why it encourages other farmers to say, yeah, for a cocoa for Cote d'Ivoire because they made a good price. Meanwhile, in the sub-Saharan Africa country, Ghana yena yebo enya kra. Yena yebo enya kra. Near tete ho saa near the yamanyasam saa never be do be adri na Bank of Ghana to me nya kukudro and Anderson what me nya kukudro aba justify say I medi maboka 60 billion. Now this is the breakdown You see, let us be serious as a country and also analyze things critically. We are building a country, not a political party. It's a appointees be at the Bonia with the greatest of humility and respect to everybody. Please let all institutions work effectively. Simple. Near Ghana for here, I attend. Near Ghana for here, I prepare you. Near Ghana for here, I am credit. Ghana for a consuel who can tell what I do. Ghana for consuel, I will can tell you at do. This time around, ye here at the beer. A bit to me, be BBS what Maka said, Dabi, way, ya consuel who can tell you, Nipasu Bente, or Ghana Chrono, Wanya Ghana ye, or many so as a governor, and as a many so, and your paying more Ghana had to say, Wamanaji and Yajuma, as a sir contract Basa, Ghana Boka, it's Yamasani Pakron, the whole channel, not because Sabia Ghana Tano, but because Wama and Fasupapa Bia Magana. Mind you, we are building a country, not a political party. We are building a country, not a political party. Sure? Listen to this. Say Ghana, and now, workers are what Moody Adam say. Say Yaboka over 60 billion now. How can we attribute it to our current state of our city? With all the economic messiahs, with all the economic whiskies, with all these economic gurus, Adam Ghana had to say, sometime, look at the value of the city as at that time. And you see us celebrating 60 years of our currency. You see, Kano, and we never. Now tell me, what is the glory behind our Ghana Cedi? You see, Kano, and we never know. What if you can attribute it? And then, Obicha 10 Ghana Cedis and said, watch out 1 Ghana Cedi and 100 Ghana Cedis. It cannot technically buy anything. Technically, cannot buy anything. Because you devalue your currency now, Masisiano. Emu I am more. Yamakwai Emobiaba Bedi so as the governor of the Bank of Ghana, Wakoton Moko, Wakoton Jene, Wakoton Momone, Wakoton Kobi, but Watumia Boka over 60 billion Ghana Cedis. Not Ghana yet to one money and Shelly Pakwan say, Waboka and Tiwabo, when you were the open baby fat. I am not technically saying he's that the standard says ABS can do good, but to know what I'm saying in the set, or no, and I am the governor of the Bank of Ghana, then it is one year a person the more be because I don't share Emma Ghana a boka. A BC da in the history of our republic. A BC da. Yes, if every be haircuts. Now haircut equal to me contribute to over 32 billion Ghana Cedis. Now Ghana for yet what you say and the side say the oyo. Now that Kufu buy the oyo. Now can for that the number of money ebisa they say that Ben Obeba Ghana. Yes, so the sack of 4 ways so. Yes, so sack of 4 ways so Ghana ha. Hey. Nipa ya to me asebo. Akatra go say. Ne what do no? Who say about Ghana chrono? Which you know say Ghana is way bigger than him. Ghana so child bia o gromu ha. Na ni paya boka, mo say ni paya bo Ghana chrono. Mo ko fa nemra. O say otimi ma. No no akasa share the time so the beba. Time ne so ya, o say o ma. 5th May. You go so to Yadam say 14th May. Where is Kadoforiata? Why is Kadoforiata near that source animal we show? Then there is also Kukudo say we are celebrating 60 years of our currency. When we've had one government, in less than 10 years, 8 years already, over 60 billion Ghana Cedis. I know you're 2022. Wow. ba ko 60 billion Ghana Cedis. Prior to that, nobody can book me. Our hard one. Now a carnosial explanation and I share the way I never said that was heavily mismatched. And your boy came here. Oh, we try to say Yaku could rub a him and one on the end Yakui. And the Bank of Ghana for the release video about celebrating the currency. Now, Mabinya da Jena making kind release in FMAO. Now later, Namine Dominic Owusu, Director of Currency Management Department of Bank of Ghana. Ebedi Kobo on the celebration of the Ghana Cedis, the 60th Ghana anniversary of the Ghana Cedis or whatever it is. Now, Mabinya kind this release in FMAO. But it is so bad. Senator Sabi producer. Me yoma pay and I'm your minister and I'm your Dibrebu of Ghana ha. They say Bank of Ghana. Wan Tomoko. Akoton Jene. Akoton Bibia. Wabok over 60 billion. They say your boy is some Eddie Manu because waya there. Hey. But let me read a statement from the Bank of Ghana. But that's another Mamika Enko, the director in charge of currency management department or Bank of Ghana, Dominic Owusu, Ewa Humaniso. You know, Dominic, what's the cap watch here the Baudia 95.1 and of course on your TV. Bibia Boko there. Very well. Now, so what does it mean to celebrate 60 years of our currency?
Maybe next year what you for now, and maybe before like a family a lot of a background. You know, Ghana, Africa, Libino, your friend is Cedi. Now, Libino, the party Libino, 19 July 1965, and when I started Libino. Independence, that is 1957, no. But I'm not the guy you do a West African pound. West African pound. And on the 14th of July 1958, the Itika friend of Ghana pound a buyer. But I would say that I'm not that it is so independence. Now you know Itika independence. Even though I need political independence, not economically, now yes, it should be America. Until 19 July 1955, no. And I economic independence, and if you started the car, your penny city. Your car city is city, carry share. It's done on the share, Ghana, Kata. In your economic farm, now it's 19 July 1955. If we do a next 2025 year, not in the buy, not in 60 years. It is in your economic independence. Every year you take a move 60 years now. I will say you're celebrating. If you're looking at your first year celebrating 60 and that's it.
See, now so as part of the celebration, say Yakasa Ghana Sikano and Monyama Bemne share the milestone it has chalked so far. Can we say that Yetumi I experience a success story and now say we are still marking time along the line?
But if with the anything, you say I didn't fear a year. Yes, sir. See, you know, I might a did Bakua a deep a movie is a symbol of national identity and sovereignty. Osha, Kenya Cedi now, Kabadisa and KD pound and KD dollar. Now, dollar ni pound and yen each. But Cedi ni sika. Ghana ana Ejuma. It is also it is a symbol of national identity and sovereignty, and it declares a clear break from colonial rule. Yes, over 60 decades, it did not have to go through economic shocks, inflation, political transitions, and reforms. Osha, at the one point, did you know, redenomination, never be great. But no, Cedi has a success story. Because I was said the Bisika, a koto idea. When Kobuni was to Oma me pound and a dollar and Sadamade, with Yakoto idea. Mr. Semi, no money, my name, you will see the because can it you have to limit Sika, you will see the it no shall see you, you will be and I win. I get back one to be proud of na airport or some Sika. What a Sika or a woman. And look at any yam ever or my anymore. If you can see, you must be anything that was here celebrated. Now, yes, celebrated Cedi, near the Pomu. We need to sustain the integrity, confidence, and trust. I will see any yamu. It's a yes, but yet the ma Ghana folk, every year, and he keep us Cedi. Now, you make it the Cedi, yes, some year, a digger, because we are dear, the winner, Amaya farm. That the running a year, the kind, the shame
anniversary and the whole process. At the end of Ghana for and reflecting on when it comes to the history of our currency, dear Nayen celebrity and dear Nayenda enter compo and kwayachi near quadrant who say nano we ni we yanyen ye and then the other bedroom had to say anymore. And then you bet me here to make our city much more stronger than before.
Into the Cedi New Year, a choir, a better so Ghana from who said, I was say, a confidence, I was near ma, the Ghana. I was here starting again who said, the ideas we have, I was here some years. Near kind, saying you keep it Cedi. Being Taka Cedi now, saying a official. So when someone you think, Onua Maakye no, you get idea, then and you never Cedi the war. Osha, idea about who be all Ghana be a kita de dia a Cedi. Near man, you know, Ghana so, flag as a Ghana so, but local currencies are without Ghana so. Yes, Ghana, you know, we didn't want to say, who get a Ghana flag? It's look at a Ghana Cedi. It is look at a Ghana Cedi. A dear action so back why you want Ghana, you know, be a ticket a Ghana Cedi. And also, the medical say, and my young is a symbol of national identity and also sovereignty. The then you bet me, I remember in a new yam, Egusu, Enya, and also I see the war. It's when you're near my person, you go the war. Because sitting here, yet you go for a monolithic and Casanuni begin a tomb. Yaya Kita, a city. If there was here beginning a dream near the war, there was a city idea in Yensumu. And after the near I promote near my Ghana, a idea, yet the Boho de Wu. You be doing como, there be talks, many manema, there be quizzes in schools, there be never be ama ako obia jemu say he didn't idea I was taking every year near model.
Unlike the major leading currencies, the US dollar, the pound, and other major currencies are. It's all over the world. Our transaction and businesses across the length and breadth of our of this world. Dear Kenya and dear Namona Ghana, yes, we to me too. Nayama, yet me a toy seed at the international level. Nayama and Munyam Abem, because if you look at the foreign transactions and the foreign businesses now, it looks like Ghana Cedi is not highly recognized at the international market. What can we do to put Ghana Cedi on the map?
But Grand Comedy and say yeah go another level. And you know, and me I can say currency no, your currencies are convertible internationally. But you see, Ghana Cedi in the it can say most of the time it depends on trade, your level of productivity. Adi ankofo epe wo krum a omonyo bedi eja enkita ho ka ne menere nyina ben ebi Africa na edu penso will become a production hub ye be nema bebre efi Ghana ye be export ema amano ne fono so benya gidie wo ye nema ye Ghana mu when nyina has to do with trade and other things. In them say maybe a young common a bit maybe but the production near Manema Copina be is near you will come now naturally only young speaker at the international level. But the key and say, why wouldn't say you do and we can need cancer, you walk Ghana, you do confidence. That is number one. We because I know big and never been ever bet you was also without taking I was saying, yeah, confident. Now you pay your ticket and you pay your ticket. I was Daniel Manina at the DHE.
Now, so as a regulatory body to our currency, now Mekaise after I think 2016 World Cup or 2014. There was a white paper say, Mama, you transact business with any other foreign currency, especially with the US dollar. Now, Sisiano, Oba ye Ghana Hano Museya, you put aside our Ghana Cedi, now you're charging in dollars, near Kwakutiaka, you're pricing in dollars, almost transactions. Even sometimes government businesses you're pricing it with dollar. How can that be eradicated from the system and make our city a sustainable one?
That's a very good question. And anything yeah, best celebrity Ghana artistic. It's very naka Adia Bank of Ghana and Amona. The truth is there were exchange rate regulations, and that regulations you will have to be reinforced and implemented to the latter. In the best celebrity Ghana Cedi. Akonya Daniel Manema policy clear Manema WOHO Ginano. They did the form. I'm a law enforcement, so I'm making sure that the Yajuma. And the next I said that time, ye baby Ghana assisting. They were near money to be reflected on. I said, the problems are issues are going forward. Then you pay Amasa Komoya will be the okay, you did near Shimukena. If you're going forward, you didn't come up economic policies, universities. Munina Buayen, near Tinasi, near Yes, when they are policies, they do policies, you. how to enforce it. Now sometimes a challenge. It's enforcement. Into that the Ghana activity. It is only now you be shimukina. I'm a menu. You not start from beginning. I see also international education. Into a point here, you be true. Why?
So what's Yeshemukinano means what? What Ghana for the Muse Bank of Ghana Edebabeye to ensuring say you see the name Benyam to send your work ya DNA expecting in the coming days.
So in the coming days, first of all, a big time the launch the program. The launch program now. We are talking about comprehensive currency education. Comprehensive currency education. The educated Ghanaians. Every Ghana, you want to send your young people a sense of becoming. Look at the Ghana. Then there was so easy, then I was so the what the better here was all the two. The two beer. Said, never woman in Anno. The education on it. You did that education. Idea, then I who send a day African sometimes you be some who be saying, look, not the India and we I mean, the Madame who said there were laws in the regulations that government transactions in Ghana. The Ghana no said the AEP is then they ain't of the $5 or the quota there. That was now see a beneficial enforcing. Now, at the education, you bet you need and complete the baby being to home. I'm a obedient one, Nejuma, I was all there. The boys who put the raw, I will see the new one. I will look up put as one. When I be picked, I know. I'm not in because and yet.
Well, so yes, bit to me, I can you are back on the line. I feel no Edin Komo. In fact, me no can say or no and in charge of currency management department at the Bank of Ghana, Dominic Owusu Asem. Now Ghana, your currency no at the 60 years. Now as part of the celebration. Na ye de to kompa koyechi na fe ya start edide hu nkomo ahwe enema Ghana ebetumi aye na yesi di no enima benyam. I was going to ask him a last question though. Ma find out to say sebio sebim prediasa me am say hey be ni dollar but omo use dollar and I said dollars e dey transacting businesses e wo Ghana ha no mu say no e kwan be ni betumi do na fa so se de be ya e be ma yesi di no etumi abenyam. We will look into that very soon. Yeah, try to say yes, I can back on that humano. So yes, I can. Yeah, the baby didn't come more. But I make up for with the mafu heba and from more answer no. But me fast that case pa and from my sasso insecticide spray. So boy, me the faber also no edibro. Yeah, but see ya. Very well. So yeah, that's also for us. So now me the asida case here. The Midimafo Heba. But Enra, there was this interesting release be any petition be obi Eddie Akwakoba the Shraj say or petition Shraj. Now while the official complaint Eddie Ama Shraj say here Sami Jemfi, the CEO of Good Board. Now so my making kind an excerpt of the statement now and I said release now the patrona de buy no how the commercial right now fe me kwa about something in nkomo I say dear sir, formal complaints in respect to instances of corruption against Mr. Samuel Jemfi, CEO of Ghana Gold Board. I write in personal capacity as a citizen of the Republic of Ghana with a civic responsibility or duty provided under Article 41 Clause F of the 1992 Constitution. Sir, I formally bring this petition under Article 218E of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana with regards to videos circulating about Sami Gyamfi, a public office holder who was captured on camera splashing dollars on one Agrada in his Range Rover. But let me be about the church and never say Sami Gyamfi and splashing dollars. He gave out dollars. There's a difference. As a public interest advocate, it has come to my attention that the said Sami Gyamfi were two different accounts, private accounts. Bako ewo consolidated bank Ghana a dollar account and also another Cedi account ewo honomo. Further, credible intelligence reveals that these two accounts have hooping sum of over 1 million Ghana cedis as lodgement in those accounts. It is important to understand that this account, I am reliably informed through credible intelligence that prior to the current position, those accounts never had set substantial inflows. This, I contend, including slashing the dollar on 10th May 2025, leads to one and only irresistible conclusion with the accuracy of mathematics that these are perfect instances of alleged engagements in suspected corruption which flows within the investigative mandate of his commission. I am by this complaint calling for a full-scale investigation into the source of the money. I am very aware and believe the same to be true that your office will give this petition the needed consideration and attention it deserves. Thank you. We Eric Demenu Akati ono se oye Ghana nia ono so no na said yes say otumi bring it to the attention to the sakrata we akoma Shiraj say Shiraj emomodia emfre Sami Gyamfi no mo investigate into the said sikana or the kokoma agrada ema eho akwakoba nsem over the weekend, especially the dollar. But the allegation is that Ochiremu say before Sami Gyamfi now Obabe Hodi an office of the Director General Ewo Good Board no na onisa sikano ewo na account mu sada ose ewo the kratenim na sisi ano Onua Maakye intelligence and investigations awaye echire pefe say owo sikano ewo na account mu nti omunya daje no mo hwehwem yie pa ekwan a Sami Gyamfi enya sikano na afi watumi ede ho nkobo na ogini yie pa say omo ensa betimi aye adwuma no mo aye ni yie na afi obotimi ama investigation no etimi a conclude very well. Ye bobodi ase ye nsa beka no na ye no edi nkomo ye saka na ye beba na ye no atwa nkomo no so na bibia so etimi akoye edi amaye mo abutie live Onua 95.1. We are live on Onua TV as well, and of course all out of social media platforms. And now this is the voice of our country called Ghana, and we are Media General Onua TV. Now, of course, may any kind any